Howdy guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is going to be another installment in my declutter series. So if you haven't seen my other ones, basically every Thursday for the next couple weeks I'm going to be doing declutters, but with individual categories instead of just one long video. I thought that might be a little bit more interesting. I have done my foundation, concealer, powder, setting spray, basically all the face stuff in the first video. And then in the last video, I did bronzer, highlight, blush, and like the colored face products. And then today we're doing eye products that are not exactly eyeshadow. So if you don't want to miss the rest of this series or any more videos about vegan and cruelty-free makeup, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss those new videos. So my face is not going to be in the rest of these probably just because I don't want to move the camera around, and I already did like a talky intro basically talking about why I'm doing this. The short story is that I am moving soon and I'm only bringing what I can fit in a couple suitcases, so I don't need a bunch of extra makeup. But it's also like part of what I do. Like I have a lot of makeup, so I'm devoting some space to it, but not an entire suitcase full. That would just be ridiculous. Anyways, so I have most of my eye products in this container cup thing. I don't want to spill it, so I'm going to sort it out into piles of categories of things. So I've got some brow products here, and then some mascara, primer type things, and then I'll just kind of go from there. And I have this little thing full of those glass like vase filler beads, so that way the products don't all just sink down in there. I guess the thing that I use the most and that I have the most of is probably brow products, so I will go through those first. So these two things are probably the newest in my collection, the Kvd Super Brow. I have the shade Blonde and the shade Medium Brown. Blonde is closer to my skin tone, or not my, closer to my hair color, but the Medium Brown I like for when I want a little bit darker. I have not opened the Medium Brown yet though, it's that new. But I do really like these, so I'm going to keep those. And I like this style just because I used to use brow pencils all the time, and I went through them so fast, I felt like I was just wasting money. So these potted ones last a long time if they don't dry out. And then for clear brow gels, I have two. I have this one from ColourPop and this one from NYX. So I like the NYX one better. It holds a lot better than the ColourPop one. I feel like the ColourPop one doesn't do much. Like, I don't know, my brows are kind of curly and they just want to point straight down sometimes, and the NYX one fixes it, but the ColourPop one does not. So I'm going to get rid of the ColourPop one and then keep the NYX one. This is a backup that I had of the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in Taupe. This is way too big of a box for that thing. So I'm going to take this out of the box and put it in my backup drawer. Which I don't really have a whole backup drawer, I just put it like in the back of my drawer. Why does the box need to be that big? I don't know. Maybe so I can fit the words. And this one from e.l.f. is a tinted brow gel. It's their Wow Brow. I don't know what color it is. This is the shade Taupe. And I do like this one for a tinted brow gel, so I will keep that. And this Urban Decay Inked Brow is one of my new favorites. I did a whole video about this that I'll link below again if I remember. I'll probably link a lot of videos talking about this stuff, but this one is waterproof, transfer proof. I had trouble before if I was doing something where I had to take my mask off and on a lot, because I wear glasses, so when I would push my glasses up to put the mask over my nose, it would rub off my brow product in the middle. So I got this because it is waterproof and pretty well transfer proof, so that's what I use that for mostly. So definitely keeping that one. And I'm on a roll with finding good brow products lately. So this is the Milani Weekend Brow, and this is basically in the style of an eyeliner, and I was really afraid that this was going to run out really fast, but it has not yet, and I have a backup. So I'm going to keep this in the packaging so I know that it's a backup, and then I guess when I move, if I don't use it by then I'll take it out of the packaging. But I really like this, especially for the middle part of my brows. I can make it look like it's actual hairs, and then I can also clean up and be more precise with the outside edge where I can't do that with a pomade. And then the last thing is a sample card of the Kvd Super Brow. So that's why I got the medium brown, because I liked it in this little sample card, and I'm pretty sure that the medium brown and the walnut are dried out. The only one that I haven't opened yet is the purple. Yeah, those look pretty dry. I just don't want to, because I can use it like once before this little thing dries out. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss this one. And I'm not going to count that as one just because it's a sample. But I did appreciate that I got that because I did find a good pomade. So I had 9 brow products. I'm keeping 8 and decluttering 1. There's not much room on this table. So these are the 4 mascaras that I have right here. This one I have opened and I've been using for a little bit. It's the waterproof one. That's literally what it's called, the waterproof one from Milani. And I like it. It's just that there's a lot that comes off on the brush. I have to like scrape the product off of the wand before I use it, but it is pretty good. I do feel like it's drying up though. I'll keep that around and use it up because it is still good at this point. Then this Pacifica Highest Lash. I have heard good things about this. I have not opened this yet. I got it because I knew that one of these was bound to run out pretty soon. They usually dry up for me about every 3 months or so. But I will definitely try this one next and let you know what I think about it. And this is the last actual mascara. It's the I literally can never say that. Physicians Formula Killer Curves Mascara. So I've gone through a couple of these and I got this one right before I found out that Physicians Formula was not cruelty-free anymore, so I've been trying to use it up. I didn't want to just throw it away. If I do an Instagram post and I don't mention what mascara I'm using, it's probably this. It is a decent formula. I don't really notice that big of a difference in mascaras. Like, I don't really have a problem with them flaking on me or smudging or anything, so it's whatever. However, the problem that I do have is my lashes staying curled, which I have found a solution to that. So this Kvd just came out with this Epic Curl Lash Primer, and I used it for the first time in a video, and I looked up the correct way to use it. So you put this on, it's basically just a lash primer that's tinted gray, which is nice instead of white. But you put this on, and then before it dries, you go right over it with whatever mascara that you're using, and it literally just curls your lashes on its own. I haven't touched my lash curler in a couple weeks because I've been using this. I am planning to do it's probably up by the time that I'm posting this video, but it'll be on my blog, like pictures of before and after with using this. So I'm really interested to see how those turn out like side by side. So I'm going to keep these mascaras as is, and you know what, I might put this Physicians Formula, this one, in the use it or lose it pile. So if you haven't seen my other declutter videos, I have a quote-unquote use it or lose it pile. So if I don't use those things up by the time that I leave, they're just going in the trash or to TerraCycling. And then when I do the count of how many that I declutter, I count those as a declutter. For mascara, I had 4. I'll just count that primer as a mascara, keeping 3 and decluttering 1. And also with this decluttering project, I found where I had written down in 2015, so 5 years ago, my makeup inventory. That was when I was really like starting to notice that I had way too much, like even more than this, like exponentially more than I have now. And I wrote down everything that I had, so I will do a comparison like at the end of this series of how much I have now versus how much I had 5 years ago, so that'll be interesting. I guess I'll do these liquid shadow or cream shadow type things next. So these are the e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks, and I have the shade Rose Gold and Perfect Pearl. So these are actually really nice. They are literally no budge, and I just don't use them. I just don't reach for them that much. I probably should, especially this white pearl one, because that is a really good inner corner. Like if you're using a palette that doesn't have that kind of shimmer shade, I can just reach for this. This rose gold one I don't use much at all. I don't know. It is a pretty color, but it does have a good application though. You know what? This would be really good for if you needed your eyeshadow to last a long time. I would probably put this on as the shimmer because these literally don't budge. Like they don't move at all. It's even hard to remove them with just a micellar water. So I think I will keep those, and I'm not going to be able to use them up. So I'll just keep them. And they also have this little sharpener on the end. So if it starts getting dull, you can just sharpen it. Okay, so those are staying. And this is the e.l.f. J. Kissa Suki to My Heart eyeshadow topper duo. They have this clear white iridescent kind of shade. The camera doesn't want to focus where I want it to focus. And then this green metallic kind of with some shimmer in it. I really do like this. I used it quite a few times, especially this topper one, or this, the clear one. So I will definitely keep that. It's just neat to have around to add a little something. I feel like, remember Revlon used to have these? I know they're not cruelty-free, but before I was cruelty-free, I had a couple of these from Revlon, and they also had nail polish in the exact same component, like the same packaging. So like, I wonder how many people have gotten confused by those, or like they went to buy a nail polish, and then it ended up being an eyeshadow, or the other way around. Then these two I got for free with an elf order. I would not have picked these. They are, I really don't know what they're called, honestly. They're liquid eyeshadows, and they're matte. Like the formula is almost similar to a liquid lipstick. So there's that one. I don't think they sell these anymore. That's probably why they were a free gift. So I really don't think that I would use those. I used them like one time just to say that I used it and tried it out. But this is not something that I would use often. They did blend really well from what I remember, but I just wouldn't reach for them, and I don't think they lasted very long either. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of them. These two, I literally just filmed a video, or just posted a video today that I'm filming this, but it's probably a couple weeks ago by the time you're seeing this video. But these are the e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadows, and I just ordered some more as well. I really, really like these. They really add something to your eyeshadow looks. I did the video where I show you 3 different ways to use them, and I just really like this formula, and they are a decent price. They are pretty similar to the ones from Stila, so definitely keeping those. And these are good colors too, this Black Magic and Copper Pop. They really go with just about anything. So I'll call those liquid shadows. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keeping 5 and decluttered 2. All right, next thing I suppose is these primer type products. So there's not much room. The first thing here is this e.l.f. glitter primer. I use this quite often if I'm doing a cut crease or want to do like a shimmery shadow, or have some eyeshadows that are like a pressed glitter and they really don't work unless you use a glitter primer. So I am definitely keeping this one. I don't think it's getting dried out. No, it's still liquid in there, so it'll be all right. So I'll keep that one. And this next one is the NYX Multitasker. My hands are all over the place. And this is the NYX Multitasker mixing medium. So this isn't really a primer necessarily. You take this and mix it with, like if you have a pigment, or you can scrape off some eyeshadow and you can turn it into a liquid liner or like a cream paint sort of deal. And I also used this to revive that little sample pack of those brow things. I put a little drop of this in there, mixed it up, and it revived it for a little while, but it still dried out anyways. But I'll keep this around to do more looks with. I heard somebody saying that you don't really need those water activated eyeliners, even though I have been eyeballing them. There is one brand that I have found that is Logical Harmony approved that has those water activated eyeliners, but I'm going to try this a couple times and see if it works as well as I think those would. Then this is the Kvd Shake Primer. This is my new holy grail eyeshadow primer. The only problem with this is that it makes the eyeshadow look better, but it doesn't last longer, which kind of stinks. But like for pictures and stuff, this is absolutely amazing. It just makes the eyeshadows really pop, and I just wish, like, it works really good if you mix it up perfectly, but it's really hard to do that. I did a whole video about just this primer and comparing it to the, I think I compared it to the Milani one, or the Anastasia one. I can't remember which one I compared it to. The eyeshadow looked 10 times better with the Kvd Shake Primer. And this is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. Now this one, literally everybody that has this says that it is so dry, and I kind of agree. And I also, it looks like it's pulling away. I can't get my nail in there, and it's kind of coming off. I don't know. I don't think I will keep this though. I'm gonna get rid of it because I never use it, just because it is so dry and it's kind of hard to blend out. And then I have these two, the Milani eyeshadow primer and the Anastasia eyeshadow primer. So these do a pretty similar thing. The Anastasia one is definitely more pigmented as far as covering up like your veins or whatever in your eyelids, but they both work pretty much the same. The only thing is that the Anastasia one will crease before you even put eyeshadow on if you have hooded lids, so I just have to be extra careful and blend it back out before I start putting eyeshadow on. But the Milani one really doesn't do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that Anastasia one, just because I have, like, this is the second one that I've bought, and the other one took me years to use up. I'm happy now that I'm making a little more room. Like, this little cup thing I had was overflowing and I couldn't put anything else in it. So So eye primer type products, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm keeping 4 and decluttering 2. These are basically other type things. So I have lashes and these glitters. And then this little e.l.f. Makeup remover pen. So if you mess up your eyeliner, you can just dab this on there and remove the eyeliner or whatever if you mess up with mascara or something. So I'm going to keep this around. I don't use it often, but it is very handy when I do need it. And these glitters, they're from e.l.f. This one is Cosmic Silver and this is Milky Way. And the Cosmic Silver is actually holographic, which is pretty cool. I honestly forget that I have these, so I haven't used them. But these are also not eye safe, I'm pretty sure. So you want to make sure that your glitter is eye safe, because if it's not, it's going to have sharp pieces in it that could really damage your eye. I don't know, do I want to travel with glitter? That is the question. I think that might be a no, but I also don't want to get rid of it. Let me check this one. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to check it and see if it has a seal. Yeah, I have not taken the sticker off of it yet, so that's good. Yeah, these are both still sealed. So I guess I will keep them for now. Yeah. And then these are eyelashes. So I don't use lashes much at all. Let me see if this glue is even still liquid. Yeah. Yeah, still liquidy, so maybe I should use lashes more often. I don't know, because I have them. I have these Ardell Studio Effects Demi Wispies, and then these other wispies. The only thing is that since I wear glasses and if the lashes are too long, they will touch my glasses and it feels weird. And this one is the faux mink wispies. Ardell is cruelty-free. There are several lash brands that are not, and watch out for mink lashes, even if they say quote-unquote cruelty-free mink. There is no such thing as cruelty-free mink, so always get faux mink. Are these the same though? I don't think those are the same. This takes up a lot of room, like these 3 big things, so I think I'll try to consolidate these right quick. I'm just gonna throw away the ones that I've already used because I got glue all over them. I feel like I'm doing surgery trying to take these off here. I don't want to, because these that have the knot around the band, if you pull on the side, they'll just slide right off of the band. Okay, so I took the ones that I hadn't used yet off of this one and put them in here, so I feel better about saving a little bit of space. And those are a pretty similar style. I think I'll just leave these in the box. Maybe I will, like if I actually pack them up, I will just take the cardboard off. I don't know, I'll figure that out. But the last category is eyeliners. So I have a couple liquid ones. So this one is the NYX Glitter Goals in Diamond Dust. It is a silver glitter liner. And I do like this. I've used it quite a few times for different things, so I'll definitely keep that. I just wish that this wasn't so long. Like, why is that? Like, why can't it be just like half as long? And this is the NYX White Liquid Liner. This is absolute trash. Like, I don't know why. Like, the reviews were terrible and I was like, oh, I'll just use it anyways. This is terrible. Like, it just cracks and looks awful after about 2 minutes of being on your eye, so I'm getting rid of that. And then I have this e.l.f. This is called the Expert Liquid Liner, and it's in a little pot. Like, the liner is kind of a liquid in a pot, and you put this little applicator thing is a brush tip, and I use this quite a bit. I am comfortable with that style, so I will keep that. And I have used that one a lot recently, so I went ahead and got a backup. It's not the same one, but this one is from Milani. It is the 17-Hour Wear Matte Eyeliner. This is humidity and sweat resistant, but I don't think they're gonna say it's waterproof. No, they don't say for sure that it's waterproof, but... And it's a felt tip instead of that brush, so that'll be interesting. But Milani used to have this eyeliner. They may still have it, or if they might have discontinued it, but it was called like the Infinite Liquid Liner or something. That literally would not come off. Like, basically it was like you tattooed eyeliner on, because it was just there forever, which was good if you needed it for that. But y'all go ahead and keep that since I haven't even used it yet. And then a couple pencil liners. So I have these two from ColourPop. I have this white one in the shade Exit, and then this green one in Teaspoon. So I did try to use Teaspoon in a project pan, and I didn't get very far with it just because I didn't use it much. And I think ColourPop has made like a new formula of these. Yeah, there's still a ton left in there. But I also, like I've said in other videos, I don't really care for ColourPop that much. It's not that their products are bad. I mean, some of them are, yeah, not that great. But I just, the concept of the brand, how they like launch so much stuff, and I don't know, it's just a little weird to me. So, but this is the only white that I have because I'm getting rid of that white liquid. But I also don't use this, so maybe I shouldn't keep it because I don't really use it. I just wish there was another brand that was cheaper that had liners like this that were vegan. So NYX has a lot of different like bright colored eyeliners. They just came out with a new line like a month ago or so, and none of them are vegan, so I can't use them. But I wish there was another like cheaper brand. Like I don't think e.l.f. would ever do something like that. e.l.f. usually sticks to like black and brown, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get over that with ColourPop and try them again, but I really don't know. But I'm going to get rid of these two. And the last one is this e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner in black. I want to see how much I have left because I use this quite a bit too. That is it. That is all that I have left. So I could definitely like finish that. Probably not before I leave, but this is a really good liner and it stays in my lower lash line. I don't use eyeliner in my waterline because no matter what formula it is, I've tried a dozen different ones and it all burns my eyes and makes them itchy. So I just put it on my lower lash line and call it done. This one is really good. It does not move, so I'm keeping that. I'm not counting the lashes and stuff like that, but I will count the liners. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, 7. And I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4 and getting rid of 3. So that was quite a bit of those. So let's do some math now. So 9 plus 4 is 13, 7 is 20. Yeah, 33. So I had 33 total eye products. I'm keeping 24. Then I'm getting rid of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So almost a third of those gone as well. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm getting rid of, again, these two ColourPop liners, this NYX liner, the ABH eye primer, this e.l.f. eye primer, and the ColourPop brow gel, and then these two e.l.f. liquid shadows. So I feel pretty good about that. That is quite a few things. And I'm also putting this mascara in my use it or lose it. So that was it for today. And next one is going to be my eyeshadow, and then I'll do lipstick and then skincare or whatever is in my bathroom. So click over here to watch my most recent video, or click over here to watch the last declutter video. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss seeing my face in your subscription box every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And the links to any videos that I mentioned, as well as my blog and my social media, will be in the description box. And I will see you guys in the comments. Bye.